how did Donald Trump, after 10 years of saying one thing, do in the pivotal act of his presidency exactly the opposite? That's not just an academic question. It's not the beginning of a conspiracy theory about some shadowy lobby. It's the most important question we face, because this is not the first time the United States has entered into this kind of war against the wishes of its own population and in clear contravention of its own interests, against its interests. This isn't good for us. No one has made the case that it's good for us. And increasingly, as the days pass, it becomes obvious to everyone why it's not good for us. And if you don't believe that, then check the prices of food and fuel and everything you buy, because everything you buy is dependent on the price of energy and the production of fertilizer, both of which are affected almost immediately by the closure of the Straits of Hormuz. So we did this again. It's not exactly clear how or why we did this, but we need to find out. And there is great resistance to finding out.
What do you mean how? How did he say one thing for 10 years and do another thing when he became president again? What do you mean how? He's been a known con man, petty con man for decades. That has not changed. that is that has not changed. If anything, it's only gotten worse. I don't. What do you mean? How? I applaud Tucker Carlson. I know we can get on him about being a part of the problem and building up toward this and voting for him and all that stuff. And all those things are very true. But I have to commend anybody and everybody who has a line. It may be an intricate line, but it's a line. And in this case, that line is, hey, Mr. President, you said that you weren't going to take us into any more wars. And now we're in a war, in another military confrontation. It hasn't even been a full 2 years yet, sir. Now we're seeing boots on the ground and hundreds of soldiers already being wounded. I find it funny that he's talking about increased prices too. These are all the things that we said would happen when our fearless leader became our fearless leader, and it's like seeing it's like you're in the car, right? And you're in the passenger seat, and somebody else is driving, not you. And there's a brick wall down the road, and they're going 100 at that brick wall. And you're like, hey, there's a brick wall there. You should stop the car or slow down or swerve out of the way or something. And they're like, no, you're just being a woke snowflake about it. We're going to be fine. This is going to be good for us. It's going to be good for the car. And you're like, no, I don't think so. I think we're gonna get really hurt really bad at best. And your car is gonna not be a car anymore if you hit that wall. No, no, no. You're just being a snowflake. I'm not using the word I want to use, but it's another word for a cat. Anyways, and then we hit that wall. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. The prices are now high. Like, wait, dude, we're now going to war. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, you were warned. I don't even know what to I don't know what to say. Did you guys know during his first presidency, he was actually being sued by students from the Trump University in the beginning because he promised them quality education with quality teachers and did not deliver upon that. That casino of his went bankrupt. People who invested in that lost a lot of money. He wouldn't pay workers for decades and kept them working under unsafe conditions. Maybe it was just a decade. I can't remember. I'm going off the top of my head with this one. Still, wow, this is the guy that you're surprised was saying one thing for years and did another thing. That is his whole thing. That is his brand. The art of the deal. Nothing to do with honesty at all, ever, ever. That's so weird. Could you imagine you have a you're at work and you have coworkers and you eat lunch with them every day, and this one coworker takes one of your sandwiches every day. He just takes it every day, right? And you see him do it for years. He just takes your sandwich and he's eating your sandwich. And then he says to you, hey, I'm not gonna eat your sandwich anymore. Don't worry about it. And I won't eat anybody's sandwiches anymore ever again. That's a bad analogy. But you get what I'm saying. You don't believe him. I don't understand. When you know somebody lies a lot, cons people a lot, you know that's their whole thing. Why would you all of a sudden be like, you know what, I believe him just because he's saying things I like hearing? But again, I really do commend Tucker Carlson for speaking out against this. We need more people who can say, "Hey, I know I was all for you before, but I can't even defend you anymore." I appreciate that. I really do. It shows a willingness to see through the cracks. It shows a willingness to not just be drinking the Kool-Aid. At least we know that about Tucker Carlson. I'm not saying trust him. I'm just saying there's growth there. That's cool. I think. Okay. Like and share if you like what I'm saying. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later.